Welcome to the deep dive.
Sure.
Today, we're looking into something really interesting. The mental and emotional benefits you can get from being around horses.
Right?
It's all based on some great points from a video transcript by Amazing Animal Facts. We'll touch on things like, stress reduction, therapy, even physical activity.
Mindfulness, too.
Exactly. Mindfulness, emotional well-being, personal growth. The whole package, really. Our mission to pull out the most insightful bits for you. Ready.
Absolutely. Yeah, the first thing that really stands out is this deep sense of peace people seem to find. The transcript talks about their calm demeanor and hyper graceful movements are just soothing.
Yeah, I can picture that.
It suggests that their presence alone brings this feeling of tranquility, maybe even awe. And interestingly, it hints at a physical reaction too.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, potentially lowering cortisol levels,
Yeah,
the stress hormone, just
yeah.
from being physically near them.
Wow. Okay, so it's not just in your head. It could be a genuine biological thing happening. That tranquility and awe. It makes you think, doesn't it?
It does.
How maybe stepping away from our, constant rush and connecting with something so calm can really shift our perspective.
Exactly. And that calming effect seems core to why equine therapy works so well for some people.
Right, the transcript mentioned that. For PTSD,
Yeah. Yeah, and other emotional challenges. It highlights the non-judgmental companionship they offer. It's sort of, well, they don't have agendas, do they?
No, not complex human ones anyway.
Which can create this incredibly safe space for people to connect and maybe rebuild trust. They seem to connect on a purely emotional level.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, something else caught my eye describing horseback riding as a full-body workout. I wouldn't have immediately jumped to that. But it mentions engaging your core, your loves, improving posture, balance.
It definitely does. It's quite demanding physically.
So you're getting these physical benefits right alongside the mental ones.
And if you think about it, that physical effort probably feeds back into the mental state, right? We know exercise releases endorphin.
Third boosters, yeah.
So the actual riding adds, another layer of positive impact.
Right. But it's not only the riding, is it? The transcript also mentioned just spending time with them.
Grooming or even just being nearby.
Yeah, and how that helps with mindfulness and mental clarity. And the focus it requires sort of quiets everything else down.
Precisely. You really have to be present when you're interacting with the horse. You're watching their cues, you're focused.
So it pulls you into the moment.
Naturally, yeah. Which is, the essence of mindfulness.
Okay, let's talk about the happiness factor. The transcript uses phrases like special bond, calling it deeply fulfilling and enriching.
That human-animal connection.
Yeah, it says horses have a way of making life better, bringing joy, even purpose. That emotional side seems huge.
It really does. And it makes you wonder, what is it about that connection? Is it their sensitivity? The responsibility involved in caring for them?
Or maybe just having something depend on you.
Could be a mix of all those things contributing to our well-being. It's fascinating.
And it's interesting, too, how other activities get amplified, like doing yoga or journaling your horses. The transcript says it makes it more profound. Even simple things like feeding them or walking them builds that sense of responsibility and connection.
It's like the horse's presence creates a certain atmosphere, doesn't it? One that encourages maybe deeper reflection or engagement.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And thinking about connection in another way, community.
Right.
The transcript mentions group therapy with horses helping reduce isolation. Or even things like horse shows or sharing pictures online.
Connecting with fellow enthusiasts.
Yeah, finding your tribe, essentially.
And that sense of belonging is, well, it's incredibly important for mental health. Having that shared passion, that support network.
Definitely. Okay, one last major area, personal growth.
Ah, yes.
Caring for horses teaches patience, discipline, attention to detail, real-life skills.
You certainly learn patience.
I bet. And it can spark creativity, too, drawing them, writing about them. Plus, volunteering at rescues gives such a sense of purpose.
It's true. It shows that engaging with horses isn't just passive enjoyment. It actively helps you develop qualities, appreciate nature more deeply.
So wrapping up this deep dive, based on that amazing Animal Facts transcript, it really paints a picture of horses offering this multifaceted boost to our well-being.
Yeah, a whole spectrum of benefits.
From that immediate calm, the therapy side, the physical activity, mindfulness, that strong emotional connection.
And the growth and community aspects, too. It's pretty compelling stuff.
It really is.
Which maybe leads to a final thought for you, the listener. Think about how you could bring small moments of connection with nature into your own life. Maybe just observing animals nearby. Could that bring some of that same calm, that sense of well-being, even if, hanging out with horses isn't an option right now? Something to consider.